Hello, everyone. How are y'all doing today? I am doing great. I am on a mini vacation. It's only for 2 days. Okay. I just needed to get out of the state of Michigan. Look here, when you're in a city and it's like you're there every day, you're tired of seeing the same surroundings, you're tired of seeing just everything, so you need a break. So I am on a mini vacation. I'm out of Michigan. I just need to get out of Michigan for a minute. New scenery. Okay, new scenery. Just know that I'm in the Midwest. Still in Midwest, but I'm not in Michigan. So guess whichever state I am in. But let me close this bathroom door right quick. So pause for 1 second, y'all. Okay. So sorry, I just had to close that door right quick. But so I told you guys that I was gonna do a review for you guys while I'm here. Okay, it's Friday, so you know what happens. Okay, so I decided when I was on my drive here that I might, this is what's gonna happen. New lineup, new change. This is what's gonna happen. Okay, so Fridays are going to be Siesta Key reviews. Okay, Fridays are Siesta Key reviews, getting everybody warmed up until May 12th, because that is when season 4 of Siesta Key is going to premiere, May 12th. So this is what I'm going to do on Tuesdays. Tuesdays when Mayim's and Sea is over, because there's only 2 more episodes of season 3. When Mayim's and Sea is over, I will be adding Animal Kingdom into that lineup, because Animal Kingdom comes on Tuesdays. And they keep showing like little teasers and everything like that. They really haven't announced a official date of when the new season is going to start. So I know it's going to be in the summer, because that's usually when it premieres, is in the summer. So maybe late June, early July is when the new season is going to premiere, but there's no premiere date. But I will be reviewing the rest of season 1 and then starting season 2 of Animal Kingdom in a couple of weeks on Tuesday. So Mondays, Good Girls. Tuesdays is going to be Mayans until the season finale, and then Animal Kingdom is going to be on Tuesdays, and then Fridays are going to be on Siesta Key until Siesta Key premieres on May 12th. So y'all got it? Okay, so okay, so this is season 1. This is season 1, episode 3, Kelsey's New Crew. Okay, so Chloe and Kelsey, they are having lunch, and Kelsey tells Chloe about her anniversary that she had with Garrett, and like how he did this, and how he gave her a jar full of like 365 day notes and everything like that, and um talk about how she took her to the beach, and then she also says that her and Garrett got invited to Alex's boat for a boat party, because you guys will see like throughout the seasons, Alex's boat days are kind of like, like who gets invited to the boat days and everything like that. And she's worried if Garrett is gonna like have a good time and his personality. And I'm gonna just say this right here, and I'm just now looking at this. I've noticed this, like, I'm really just now realizing this, that Garrett just seems so boring. I'm sorry. He must be a really nice guy and everything, but he just seems so boring. It's like he just seems like a boring person, and it's like, I don't know if y'all get that, but I just feel like they no, Kelsey is just not good for Garrett. Nope, he just seems so boring. Okay, and during these scenes, it's like with him and Kelsey, I'm like, oh my gosh, he is just so boring. So I'm sorry, but he's boring. Okay, like it looks like he just doesn't like to have fun or anything. Like he looks like the type of person who would just sit in the corner while everybody's having a party, like everybody's getting lit and having fun. He's just there in the corner by himself, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, you just seem so boring. So they talk about that. Alex calls Madison and he apologizes for what he said, calling her the bow queen and everything like that. And, she says, look here, if I respect you, I should get the same respect in return. And so he apologized for that. And she tells him that she has an interview with this engineering company. and she's nervous because she doesn't know if she's going to get it with her, work experience and everything like that. And he tells her that, hey, I have an email coming soon, about law school, see if I get into law school. So, hey, let's hope that good news happens. Chloe, I'm so over Chloe. I literally fast forward to the scene. I'm over her. I've been over her. I can't stand her. I don't like her personality. She has a really ugly personality. And this whole scene with her and her mom basically is just telling Chloe about herself, and Chloe can't handle it. Chloe doesn't like when people check her, but she likes to check everybody else. She doesn't like when anybody's in her business, but she likes to be in everybody else's business. That's the type of person Chloe is. Chloe likes to throw rocks and hide her hand. Chloe likes to talk shit, but doesn't like when it gets talked back to her. And I don't like that. So she has an ugly personality, and she walks away. And the way that she talks to her mom, like, girl, you need to grow up. And I really don't care about her change. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't care about her change coming up in the upcoming season. I really don't care. I just don't care for her. You have an ugly personality, and no, you just have an ugly personality. So I can't be friends with her ever. I will never ever be friends with someone like her. So Alex's boat day is starting, and people are arriving. Madison isn't there. Juliet has a dentist appointment, so she's not there, and Chloe's being scared and she's hiding. Alex and Amanda, they talk about the whole Chloe situation, and she says, I'll talk to Chloe one day, but I keep hearing from people that she's talking about me, and then vice versa, and it's like, I just don't have time for her. Like, I can't have someone like that in my life, and she's just so negative. But she says she will talk to Chloe one day. One day she'll talk to her. And then meanwhile, Alex is teaching Kelsey, how to drive the boat, and Garrett is looking jealous. So Madison is getting ready for her interview, and she asks her dad to look over her resume. And he's like, you're going to do fine, okay? You have the degree to back it up. You're going to do good. But she's nervous because she doesn't have that much experience. So she goes to her interview, and basically she doesn't get the job because, again, she doesn't have the experience for it. Here's my thing. I am currently going through what Madison is going through. She is, well, at this time, I'm going through that too. I'm looking for jobs in the video production field because that's what I got my degree in. I got my associate's degree at Mott Community College for media arts and entertainment technology. I got my bachelor's degree at Fair State University for television and digital media production. So I have 2 degrees in video production, okay? And so I only have experience with jobs that I've worked in related to that field. Like, I've done a couple like audio and visual jobs at Mott Community College, and then I have projects that I worked on at Mott and at Ferris. But then, like, the real world experience I got was for my internship at Detroit Public Television for video production, and that was because of COVID. And I had to do that remotely because of COVID happened. I understand that, and it's like you don't have that much experience. And I apply to LinkedIn, I apply to video production jobs, I apply to production assistant jobs, I apply for production coordinator jobs, in video production. And with LinkedIn, you could filter job searches. So I do full time, entry level, okay, video production, production assistant and production coordinator. And, it's like I've gotten emails. I've gotten emails with people saying, we looked over your resume and everything like that, and we, see that you're a valuable asset, but we've already looked at someone, or we're going to be looking at other people for the job. And I'm like, why don't you give me an opportunity? And basically a production assistant and a production coordinator, they're like entry level jobs in the video production field. And so it's like, why am I not getting the opportunity to be at an entry level position? It's like, this is an entry level. I have the knowledge of video production. Why am I not, good enough for this job? So I understand where Madison is going through. She doesn't have that much experience, but she is a good candidate for this job, and she can learn on the job. And that's what happens. Basically, getting a job is basically continuing getting an education in what you're doing, right? You're basically still learning new things. And so it's like I completely understand where Madison's coming from because I'm still in the same position. But y'all, my blessing is gonna come. Okay, my blessing is gonna come. God's working on that. So, sorry, I had to be real with y'all for a moment. But Chloe, she's at therapy and she's explaining to her therapist the situation that happened with Amanda. But then we also get a little bit of background into Chloe, and she's saying that her dad, he's been in and out of jail her whole life, and that he has a very aggressive and argumentative personality. And I'm like, saying just like you're an aggressive person, so the apple don't fall too far from the tree. And she doesn't know her father because he's been in and out of jail, and her mom left her dad when she wasn't even born, so she doesn't know her dad. And that's unfortunate, but it's like I just don't care for Chloe. Um, okay, so Kelsey and Garrett, they go paddleboarding, and she talks about how she likes the crew. She likes hanging out with them. She wants to continue to hang out with them more. And, you know, Garrett, he just has his eye on, he's keeping his eye on Alex because of who Alex is and that he's a player and everything like that. So, and that whole scene was so boring. They are just so boring together. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I feel like the guy she's dating now is way more up her speed because Garrett just seems so boring. He really just seems so boring. Um, so we see Alex and he doesn't get into law school, unfortunately, and he's on the wait list. Anything is very competitive, you know. It doesn't matter what school you get into, what job you apply for, well, school. You're going to be on a wait list because there are people who are better than you, people who um, you know, just there's gonna be people who are just little smidge better than you, and it's like, you know what, it is what it is. You just gotta keep on pushing it, and that's life. That's life. You don't get everything you wish for. um so yeah, so he's upset that he's on a wait list, but there's other schools that he might be applying for. So Chloe visits Juliet, and Juliet got her wisdom teeth taken out. Girl, I got my wisdom teeth taken out like, what year was it? 2017? 2017 or 2016, a spring break. I got my wisdom teeth taken out, both up and down, both wisdom teeth. Yo, like literally, it's crazy what anesthesia can do. Because I remember getting into the office, getting injected with the anesthesia, and I just remember talking, and then last thing I remember is waking up. Like, it's crazy, yo. Like, that's just so crazy. Like, oh my gosh, like literally, he's telling me how he's the doctor who did, the surgeries, asking me how I feel. Like, I'm feeling good, and he injected it, and then before you know it, I just wake up out of surgery, and like my dad, I'm in the car with my dad. Like, it's so crazy. But yeah, I hated it. I hated it. Like, my mouth was getting all bloody, like I'm spitting out of the blood and trying to eat, and I can't eat. You can't really brush your teeth because you got stitches in there, and those need to dissolve by themselves. So it's like you can't agitate it, or your mouth is gonna start bleeding. I hated it. I hated it. But my dentist kept telling me to get them taken out, so I got them taken out, so he wouldn't annoy me with asking me about getting them taken out. So she got her wisdom teeth taken out, and they talk about the situation with Chloe and Amanda, and Julia said it really doesn't come as a shock that it happened, and Chloe's taken back at it, and Jules suggests, how about her and Amanda talk it out while she's the mediator. Okay. Alex and Madison, they talk about how neither one of them got what they hoped for. She didn't get the job, and he didn't get into law school. Okay. So Juliet sees Alex, and they talk about the boat day, and they talk about Chloe and Amanda meeting up and how Juliet's going to be there. Kelsey and Garrett, they have separate scenes, and they just talk about their relationship. I don't care. Um, Chloe, Julia, and Amanda, they sit down, they have a meeting, and Amanda says, look here, I apologize for how everything went down. I didn't expect it to go the way that it went down, but like, we can't go back to where we were. But it's like, we can try, and they both apologize for their actions. Um, Garrett and Kelsey, they talk about the relationship. It basically just comes down to trust. Here's my thing. Um, I'm single. Understandable. I'm single. No, but I'm single. And for me, trust is very, very important. And it's like, it's really, for me, what I value in a relationship is trust, loyalty, and honesty. You need to trust me. You need to know that I will never hurt you in any way, that I'm going to be there for you. You just need to trust me, okay? And vice versa. And it's like, you can't have a successful relationship if you don't trust your significant other. So basically, for their relationship, it just comes down to trust. So at the end of the scene, Paulie, he visits Chloe, and she tells him about the sit down that her and Amanda had and how they talked about everything. And then Paulie is basically the male version of Chloe. He loves to talk shit. He loves to stir shit. He likes to cause problems amongst the group, and that's what Chloe likes to do too. So he is the male version of Chloe, and Chloe is the female version of Paulie. But he drops a bombshell, and he said that Amanda and Alex hooked up. So that is going to cause tensions within the crew. So we gonna see what happens there. But y'all, I'm gonna basically binge Siesta Key maybe. I might just do that and watch the draft at the same time. But I'm gonna continue my vacation, and I hope you guys have a great Friday, rest of your Friday, okay? Peace, love. I love you guys.